Hey, it's Pat. This is Bet on a Vet, and I love the one we're talking about today because I love this organization. It's Blue Star Moms, Sacramento Blue Star Moms, and with us, Juli Traylor. You're the president, right?
Correct.
Okay, I missed that election. How did you get to be president?
Snuck right in there.
All right, and Karla Sedgwick, you are the care package coordinator. Am I getting that close to correct?
That's absolutely correct. Yes.
Okay. Juli, tell us about Sacramento Blue Star Moms. What does this organization do?
So we are an organization made up of military moms, grandmas, foster moms, anyone that's taken care, female that have taken care of a military person, whether they're active military or a veteran or or someone that's been lost. They then become a Gold Star mom, but they are all welcome to our organization. Our mission is to send care packages to deployed troops around the world. So deployed means anyone that's not off the main U.S. property, whether it's Hawaii or the mainland. But we are always taking requests to send care packages so they can have a little bit of love far away. And all of our efforts, our fundraising events, everything, the ultimate goal is to gather things to send off.
You know, it's important that you say that. I'm glad you did. I have a nephew that was deployed in Afghanistan, and I asked him about this, you know, getting mail and stuff. And he said he didn't care if it was just a stick of gum. It was something from home, and that's how much it meant. And yeah. Karla, that's where you come in. You had these events, right?
Yes, we have 3 care package packing parties, as we call them, during each calendar year, March, July, and November. And we invite the public to come out and help us fill at each care package event. We package at least 400 packages, and we really do rely on the public to come help us get everything in those boxes and out the door by the end of the time period. And it always works out great with everyone's help.
Okay, before we get to the kinds of things you're looking for and your next care packaging event, Juli, how did you get involved?
I got involved. I'd always been a teen mom. And when my kid got out of school, it was like, now what am I going to do? And thankfully, he ran into a group of Blue Star moms at a community event, and they were giving him a big hug. And they're like, "Where's your mom? What can she do? She needs to join us." And they gave him a card, and he said, "Mom, I found your people." And next thing I know, COVID gave us a little bit of a hiccup because he enlisted in 2018. And things were kind of crazy leading up to that. But starting 2020, about the same time, Karla and I both jumped in at the same time and have just been going crazy trying to, support our kids when they're far away.
Yep, absolutely. We always support our troops. And your son, Jared, is a Marine, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Can we say where he is now?
He's stateside.
Stateside. Okay.
Yeah.
There are places like, Japan and, faraway places where, as a parent of a military son or daughter, you're like, well, maybe that'd be a cool place to visit. But then, when they get stationed in, Texas, nothing wrong with Texas, but it's like, oh, okay, it's not as exotic. And yeah. Karla, you have 2 military sons.
I do, yes. My eldest son enlisted in 2016 in the Army. And I didn't even know about Blue Star Moms until I was volunteering with another organization for something, and the Blue Star Moms were there, and this was in 2019. And so they said, come out to our care package event, and I did, and that's where I joined. And so I was a military mom for 3 years before I even knew about this organization.
Really?
And then my younger son is in the Marines, and he enlisted in the delay entry program in 2019 and then did boot camp January of 2020.
And the delayed entry program, that's usually something you sign up for, about junior year in high school?
Yes, he was 17. And so he took the oath of enlistment twice when he did the delayed entry program, May of 2019, and then again right before he shipped out.
Okay. Now these military care package events that you talk about, you've got one coming up in July. The date is
it's July 12th.
July
At
12th.
the
That's a Saturday.
Yes.
And where is it?
It's at the Roseville Veterans Memorial Hall on Park Drive next to Royer Park. And we start at 8 a.m. and go till 11 a.m.
Okay, that's good. Start at 8 when it's nice. It's not so hot yet because we're talking about July in Sacramento, in Roseville. And then 11, you're knocking off. What kind of stuff are you looking for? Where can we find that? Is there a listing of the types of things that we can go get ahead of time and then bring to the event?
We have on our website, which is sacramentobluestarmoms.org, there is a wish list there. Some of the things right now that we could use would be the electrolyte drink mixes. We've had a lot of requests for those. We need tea, sugar. A lot of requests come in for the Easy mac and cheese cups.
Okay.
Things that they don't have to cook. Protein bars. We're in need of protein bars, oatmeal packets, sugar packets for the coffee and tea kits that we make, among other things.
Okay. So I have a question. One of the things, because, when we're on the air, we're hungry, but, every 3 minutes a song is ending, you have to do something. So you got to eat quick. So our MREs are things like, you ever see those boxes of, it's like tuna or chicken salad, whatever, and there's like 6 crackers and you mix it with a plastic spoon, things like that. Do those work?
Perfect.
Okay.
Yes.
Because we got a lot of those.
Yeah. And they're the same thing. They're looking for something quick and easy to eat, and that's fairly non-perishable.
Okay. What about stuff like beef jerky,
Yep.
gum, hard candy?
Chapstick.
So, okay, good to know. The great thing about this is this is our next Be the Good event. So we're going to invite our listeners out to Roseville on July the 12th, starting at 8 in the morning, to help you assemble these boxes and get them off to our troops. Then there's another kind of part to this, and that is postage. How does that work?
Well, with our postage, it takes cash, truly money coming in, and we receive funds from all over the place. People can donate through our website. They can mail in money to our post office box that's listed on the website. We then send a receipt back that has our tax ID number so that they can take credit for it on their taxes for donating the money. Each care package event costs postage-wise right around $8,000. It keeps growing.
Wow.
As we all notice, the post office seems like every other month the rates are going up. So for 400 boxes, it's right now right around $8,000.
Okay.
For just 400 boxes.
All right. And do you have a Venmo account?
Yep, we have Venmo. Our website has Venmo. We have Zephy. We have, I believe there's a way to do an ACH directly to us. And then we have our PO box for doing the old-fashioned check.
Okay. Venmo almost makes it too easy. Through Venmo,
Right.
I could go broke just going,
Right.
I'll do that. All right.
Well, we have a new one. There's
All
a
right.
new organization called Zephy that actually is made for nonprofits. And so that one is one that they make sure that people can send in the money with no funds, no fees to either organization. And there's a link on there for that one too. We've just recently been introduced to that organization for doing the online donations. So
Okay.
that's a good one too.
Do you guys, do you take military dads as well?
We do. They're considered associates, but they do get extra love as, of course, because they are military dads. But because the organization is truly called moms, they get to be connected,
Okay. Gotcha.
but not truly members. But
And
their membership's free, whereas members actually have to pay.
Okay. Couple of things. Number one, if there's somebody who's seeing this, a military mom, and wants to join, how do they do that?
They'd visit, they could just call me directly, which my number's on the website, or they can go to our website and there's a button for communicating, saying they want information. The emails actually come directly to me and I would respond back to them.
Okay, awesome. Karla, about how many people does it take to assemble 400 boxes?
A couple hundred.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
have actually groups come out volunteering, usually one of the high school junior ROTC groups, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts. We have some other volunteer organizations and sports teams that come out and help us behind the scenes, is what I call it, work a station And then the public, usually a couple hundred, would be out and pick up a box and go down the line. We have tables lining the hall, the walls of the hall, and they pick up the items that go in their boxes. And at the end, we tape them all up. So definitely many hands make light work.
But one thing, Todd, I do want to mention is it's really important is for the volunteers that do come out, these boxes get fairly heavy by the time they finish it. And so it's really important that if children do come out to join us, which we love them, of course, military families, everyone, is the child needs to be strong enough to carry the box from empty to full at the very end. So if they're too young or too small to be able to do the job through the whole thing, we encourage them to either be secured in a stroller or come for another event. But just for safety, we have a lot of people with varying ages. We have a lot of veterans. We just want to make sure nobody gets tripped or fall. And it can get boring waiting in that line also. And kids are hard to keep wrangled and entertained when they're waiting with a box going, where's the Girl Scout cookies? So why can't I eat them?
That's why we bring our phones here.
Right. Exactly. Give them that iPad.
And again, what is your website?
Sacramento, www.sacramentobluestarmoms.org.
Got it. Julie, Karla, thank you so much. We will see you again. This is our next Be the Good event, July the 12th, 8 to 11 in Roseville for your next military care package events. Can't wait to see you both in person and get these packages off to our military. Thank you both.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pat. We appreciate your support.
All right. Take care. We'll see you soon.
Care.